Stitchy friends, this is Tara, the 805 Stitcher. I am the 805 Stitcher here on YouTube and the 805 Stitcher on Instagram and Etsy. Today is Sunday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all who celebrate. This is Flosstube number 40, and it's been about 2 months since I've been here, so this might be a longer video. So for all of you who just kind of fell into my video, I hope you find something you like and that you'll hit the subscribe button and the bell to know when I upload again, because I'm not always consistent. And let's see, to all my returning subscribers, thank you very much, because you guys hang in there with me and just all the time. Just, you guys are great. So anyway, like I said, I don't know, did I say Flosstube number 40? I think I did. Anyway, we've got a lot. I've got a lot. It's been 2 months. I've done a lot of stitching. I've done a lot. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Stitch West. I know a lot of people have talked about it, but now's my time. And I'm going to go over things I received at Stitch West, my table mates, that kind of stuff. I'm going to go over the project we received from Primrose Cottage. She was the guest designer. They were amazing. They were just awesome. And then I think I'll show some FFOs. And then I'm going to have to take a little pause and get rid of all this stuff and bring in all my stitching. So it's a lot of stitching. I have 2 FFOs. I have 3 finishes. I have 5 starts, and I have 10 whips. So buckle down, people. It's going to be a while. I have my Primrose Cottage t-shirt on that I got at Stitch West. What a beautiful place that was. Ogden, Utah. Oh, just walking around and all the mountains with the snow on it, and it was beautiful. Beautiful. And the weather was really great. Really great. It was like in the 70s. So, couldn't ask for more. All right. So, Stitch West. It was my first time at Stitch West. I knew someone who usually helps with Stitch West. She does a lot for Stitch West, and her name is Ray. And Ray is a friend of mine. I've met her a couple years ago at Black Needle Society camp, and then she actually won a retreat gift I did for Crazy Wild Woman or Wild Woman Stitch Retreat. So anyway, I had contacted Ray and I said, you know, she knows how I am and what my personality is like. And she's like, I'm like, you gotta like steer me in the right direction to the right table, because you know how I am. And she's like, oh, we'll have no problem. I'm like, okay, fine. So I had Ray there. Ray is from Utah. Ray, I'm just going to show you what our table made gifts were, you know, because it's always amazing. So Ray gave us stuff in sequences, so I hope I have everything that Ray gave me in some kind of order. I don't know. But she gave us this little pin cup or pin cushion in a little flower cup. Is that not the cutest? It's got a little bee and a flower and a heart pin. So we got that. I guess that's the front. She gave us a little orc container, but heck, you can make this into another little pin cushion too. So tons of ideas for this thing. So that was great. She let us choose from a bunch of scissor fobs she had. And okay, Ray is a Disney fanatic. I'll just have to say that. And Emmy, another TailorMade, is also Disney fanatic. And I don't know if Jill is, but there were a bunch of Disney fanatics there. But anywho, she gave us some options for some scissor fobs. And so I chose Snow White. And she's got all these little doodads in this little bottle and a little bell. Is that not the cutest? Oh my gosh. She's, gosh, what is her handle on Instagram? I'll have to tag her in the bottom or do something. But she has done a little travel case, and it is based on the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. And she's done another one for Small World. They're so freaking cute. So I'm like, I gotta do something. So I'm thinking like a witchy thing, because I do the witchy thing. So we'll see. But I think that's what I got from Ray. I think I also got this little needle minder, because she usually gives us needle minders. Maybe not. Sorry, Ray, if it wasn't from you. So that was from Ray. My other tablemate was Valerie from Live and Die in LA, the fabric dyer and floss dyer. And she was a pleasure to meet. That poor girl, she was vending at the show, and she just was nonstop. I don't know if she got any stitching in, because she was just everyone was at her little booth. And I think she did a great job. I think she met her goals for what she wanted to do at that show. So, way to go, Valerie. But she gave us a little container, a pretty little purple. I don't think it's necessarily an orc container. It can be anything. And inside, she gave us some thread, and I got pink. So, thank you, Valerie. Oh, one thing I didn't show about Ray, from Ray, because I told you Ray just gave us stuff all over the place. She gave us these little lip balms, and I don't know if you can see, but on the lip balm is the Haunted Mansion. You know, when you go in there and they stretch the pictures. What the heck? Is that the cutest thing? Disney obsessed, told you. Okay, also from Ray, she let us pick out a fat quarter of linen in her box, and I got a 32 count opal. I'm not taking out of the package, but you can kind of see how it is. It's a nice neutral. And then she also let us pick some scissors, so I got these. Thank you, Valerie. That was so generous. I flaked out on everybody, and I didn't flake out, but I didn't make anything, because I was also vending at the show, and so I gave everybody, I had meant to make bags for everybody, so I gave everybody a gift certificate so they can purchase a vinyl front bag from me. So some of my table mates went over to my vending table, and just picked something, and that was great. And then I have some that still are holding their certificates, and I have to still upload them. So if you have a problem with your coupon code, let me know. So anyway, so that was Valerie. First time I've met Valerie. She was wonderful. She's also from Southern California. It was funny. Our table was like Southern California and Utah and Vegas and Iceland. So anyway, so the next one I have is Emmy. Oh, I should have probably showed you what, I'll show that later. So Emmy made us all little bags, notion bags. Isn't they cute? It's got a little cute little charm. Seashell. I appreciate this, Emmy. You know I really do, because I make the same bag in my retreat bag, so retreat set. So thank you very much. Loved it. Emmy is also a floss tuber. Valerie is a floss tuber as well. She has Live and Die in LA. Live and Die LA. Ray does not do floss tube, but I think she should. Ray is a like 1/1 on 28 count stitch, little teeny tiny things. It's crazy what she does. But anyway, so that was from Emmy. Emmy, her floss tube is Mission Stitch. She is just a sweetheart. I mean, the nicest person. Just loved her. So anyway, Emmy. The next one I have here is, let's see, that's Ray. Oh, we had Erla. If I'm not saying it right, Erla, I'm sorry. Erla is from Iceland, and her little gift to us with this cute little wooden bunny. And then we got some floss, Antique Rose by Gentle Arts, right? Yeah. So that was from Erla. She actually just got married at the end of April. So she is on Instagram as Ice Stitcher. So check her out. It was cute. She was dancing down the aisle. And she had tennis shoes on. It was really cute. So anyway, that was from Erla. Thank you, Erla. Let's see. Next, we had Jill. And Jill was from Vegas. I'm trying to get everybody. Erla is from Iceland. Jill is from Las Vegas. She does a floss tube. It is called Jill Stitch. And Jill thought we were just, you know, we needed this bling. We needed bling. So I chose this mushroom, or these mushrooms. And I just had it on my tag, and everybody was commenting, going, that's awesome. So that was from Jill. Thank you, Jill. She was also the sweetest. Let's see. Next we had on my table was Tanya. And Tanya was someone I met at breakfast. She sat with me at breakfast. I said, hey, if you want to come along. She'd been to Stitch West before, so I don't think she really needed to, but heck. She probably knew more people there than I did. So, but she hung with us and came to our table. She gave us a bag, and then on the bag was a label, and she actually tatted that for everyone. Isn't that gorgeous? So a little label with all the tatting. And then inside the bag, we got some of the little frames to make the little, you can put stitching in them, little hoops. You'll see that I have some finished already from someone. So that was from Tanya. And then, oh, I got this little tomato. I'm not sure who the tomato's from. I apologize, but it's going to go with my tomato collection. So thank you. On my table also was Mila. She sat next to me. And Christine. They're both from Southern California. I've met Christine before. I met her at an EGA event in Vegas. And I've seen her at StitchCon. So we run into each other now and then. She's just like drives everywhere. She drove from California to Utah, and then she was going somewhere. The funny thing is she was telling us that she was taking her granddaughter and her daughter. Her granddaughter's 11, and then her daughter, and they were going to London. I can't remember when they were going, but they were going to London, and they were going to a Taylor Swift concert. But Christine wasn't, but the other two were. So that was pretty cool, especially for an 11-year-old. Wow. Okay, so I got Mila, Christine, Erla, I got Emmy, Tanya, Jill, Valerie, and Ray. That was our table. And then we had one seat left for a Primrose Cottage Stitcher to come and just talk with us. And I think we had, is the mom's name Noni? Oh, the mom. She came and sat and talked with us, and it was just, we just chatted. It was fun. I think at one time I came back after something I was doing, and there was another Primrose Cottage person, but they were already leaving. So anyway, so that was all my table mate stuff. I'm pretty sure. I also got some little gifts. You know, they drop things off. I don't know who did this, but oh my gosh. There were 200 people there. Can you imagine? So I got that. I don't know who did this either. We were all fighting over these little floss rings. But, you know, who knows? This may have been Ray too. I don't know. But I got the dragon because I'm obsessed with dragons after reading Fourth Wing. And what's the second one? You know. We got a little fortune teller fish. This was from Tanya. You put it on your palm and it tells you what your fortune is. That was a lot of fun. Let's see, what else did I get? I got something from Handmade Sue Crafts. And it looks like a little needle minder, a little bee. And that's her card. It's cute. I got, oh, there's candy in here. I need that. Some floss from Cherry Tree Cottage Designs. I hope that was from the event and not something I bought and stuck it in there. So there we go. I got a little floss ring from, oh, it's cute. She said, thank you for being part of my first retreat experience. Let's stay connected. I'm on Instagram, Stitching Treasures 313. And so she did a little floss ring in there. It's kind of the same picture as there. So that was sweet. Got a little brush. I don't know who it was from. Always helpful. And I think this was all together. I'm not sure, but it was some cards. Let's see. It's from, let's see. There's some number of people here. There's Kim Knowles, Crystal Day, and Pat Bird. And they gave us some Utah Archer Park, Archer something, plus cards. And then there was a little needle minder. And inside was this was the coolest thing. This was a little needle threader. And it was on the, like, little buttons. So, both sides. So thank you, girls. So that was nice. And I think that's about it. I didn't get a lot of things left at my table, but that's okay. So that was that. We've gone through all the little gifts that people leave. I didn't do anything because, again, I was vending and I was overwhelmed and didn't get to anything. So, like I said, Primrose Cottage Stitches was the guest designers, and they were just so sweet and just a pleasure. I mean, just a pleasure. I'll go over what we received. We did get they dropped off a free little chart for us. They came around with some fabric swatches and just left enough for everyone at the table. So if you were there and lucky and you got one early, you can pick up some fabric swatches. And I got this one with the little hearts. And let's see. Oh, this was a bag that I took to the event. And there was a little issue, so I had to keep it. But this is my new card for my line bags. And it has my business card on one side, and on the other side, it has just some information. I mean, it's small, but you can put just whatever you want. If you just want to write the project, or if you just want to stick a sticker of the picture of the project on there, I think it's really helpful. So, yeah. I think that's kind of cool. I've had some good response from that. Because, like you, I don't know what's in my... If it's not a vinyl bag, I don't know what it is. So, this was for... let me see. Okay. Our design we got... I think it was Friday night we got this. But it was... honeybees and stitching, please. They went with the whole bees thing for Utah. It's super cute. They included the fabric and the floss and the finishing kit. So that is just awesome. Maybe that might be my smalls exchange for StitchCon. I could always make it again for myself, right? But in addition to that, they had a couple new releases that we could purchase that I don't know when they're coming out with them. So I apologize. But the next one was a honeybee quilt. And I just love the colors. I just love the colors. And I also purchased the finishing kit for that. And then the next one they had was the honeybee basket. So these are all going to come out. I don't know when she said June, maybe. I'm not sure. But loved all the bee stuff. So that was what we got from Primrose Cottage. They were just amazing. Like I said, they came and sat with everybody there was a chair there for whoever sat there. They did a speech on Saturday night. No, on Friday. I don't know. One of the nights. And Lindsay, right? Lindsay does Lindsay did a little speech. Everyone in the place was crying. So, and then they sat for pictures with everybody. They did the tables, and everybody came up and got a picture. I'll try to put some pictures at the end of the event. So, yeah, it was my first Ditch West, and it was just the greatest. So, if I can go again, I will try. But anyway, so that was all the goods from the Stitch West. Not the haul, but just, you know, table mate things and the designer kit and everything else. So now I'm going to, let's see. Oh, I had one other life event. I went to Arizona. And of course, when you're in Arizona, you have to visit the attic. Because I go to Mesa, Arizona, because my daughter lives there. So I did visit the attic. And I have some haul later to show you about that. So let's get into some stitching. Okay. I have some FFOs. Let's see. The first one I have is Willow Hill Samplings. I practice Stitchcraft. Of course, there's dogs. The grand dog is here. So I don't know when I started this. I tried to look and see because I'm trying to keep my project cards and get up to date on that stuff. But I'm not sure when I started this. I know, oh man, I think I put it on Instagram. But I think I stitched it on 40 count Jack-O-Lantern by X Jew Designs. And I used the called for Gentle Art Raven. And I have this FFL. I love this frame. You know, I'm not a framer, but I did okay. You know, I wanted it close up to the edge, so, but I love the chunky gothic kind of frame. The frame is from Frame and Wire. They're on Etsy, and it was really reasonable. And they ask you how you're going to hang it. So if you order like a 3x5 frame, they go, are you going to hang it horizontally, vertically? And I have not fully finished the back, but I have to put my little mat on there. But they do all of they put all the hanging devices on. And you get the glass and the mat board, or the frame board, foam board, not frame board. And so, yeah, it was really reasonable. So I would check them out, Frame and Wire on Etsy. So I'm super stoked. I have a witch wall coming up up the stairs to my craft room on my side, and this is going to go up there. So anyway, so that's that. That was one FFO. So my next FFO is kind of it's kind of a funky thing. I did want to participate in the Smalls Exchange at Stitch West, and I wanted to do something that was Primrose Cottage. So I did the Primrose Cottages I would rather be stitching. Super cute. Thought it was cute. I I got some black, I thought I had black pom-poms. I thought I couldn't find, yeah. So anyway, I did finish it. I did it on, let's see, what does it call for? I'm not sure. I don't think oh, it was 28 count white. So I started this on March 26th. I did it on 36 count white witchet, and I finished it on March 30th. I used all the called for DMC, and I did not give it as a small exchange because I felt it was too wonky. You know, sometimes we're a bit perfectionist, and I'm seeing something right now that I think is wonky. Yeah. So anyway, I filled it with polyfill, and I wasn't happy. I should have used what lizard letter or whatever it is, but here's my finish, and I just wasn't happy with it. I just felt it was kind of wonky. The back was wonky. See, it should never have used a plaid. So I just couldn't give it to somebody. I just couldn't. So it was a small exchange for me. So I kept it. I have, there was a place here that was coming. It was just not quality. So anyway, it is an FFO. It is for me now. Live and learn. So, but it's a very cute. It was a quick stitch. Like I said, I did it in like 4 days. And I love the colors in the Primrose Cottages Bee pieces. So that I was super happy to see the colors again in all of the pieces we got at the retreat. So there's that. But because I was my own receiver of my own small exchange, I got a little bees kept candle that I had in the box. I got some little bee scissors from Dingy Dyes. Those were in the box. And I ordered a beautiful needle binder from Christina at Ziggy's Closet. That's now mine. Thank you, Christina. She sent a couple other little things. And then I ordered a floss ring from her as well. So it has a little bee here and a little bee there. So I am the receiver of the wonky small exchange. I mean, and I showed my table mates, and they're like, you're just too much. And I'm like, if I'm not happy with it, I don't want to give it to somebody else. So, but it's okay for me. So those are my FFOs. Like I said, at this point, I need to clear all of this stuff off and bring in my stitching, because like I said, I have 3 finishes, 5 starts, and 10 whips. So I've been doing some stitching in the past couple months. And after that, we'll go into haul. I don't think I have a super ton. I mean, I got stuff when I was at in Utah, and I don't think I have anything else. I think that I have a couple. I think I showed my market release stuff. I'm not sure, but anywho, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got all of this stitching in front of me, and it's crazy. I mean, I've done a lot in 2 months. I've got Molly here with me. My husband is washing the sheets on the bed, so the other dogs aren't allowed up here because they can jump on the bed, and it's not made yet, so they're having a hissy fit, and she's so short she can't get up on the bed. So, but if she gets a little crazy, we'll kick her out. Let's see. Oh, I was checking on my husband. He was fast asleep when I started my floss tube. And another thing that happened today. My husband has classic cars. Okay, my husband's a mechanic, master mechanic. And he came into some classic cars from an uncle who passed away. So he has a 1928 Model A. And this thing he's been working on and working on and working on. Anyway, he was working on it all day. And I was upstairs. I was actually getting ready for my floss tube. And then he comes in the door and he goes, I don't want to hear anything about it. Just grab your keys and let's go. And I'm like, okay, did he cut off an arm or something? Did he cut? And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So I run downstairs and I grab my purse. I walk out in the garage and there's a bloody rag there. I'm thinking, oh God, he cut something off, right? And he's at the other car and putting equipment in it. And I'm like, what's going on? He goes, the car stopped like down the street. I'm like, really? Okay, why didn't you? I didn't have my phone. Okay, well, you should know better because how many times has the car stopped and you had your phone and, you know, that was helpful. But so he's like freaking out. I'm thinking he's lost limbs, right? He's freaking out and it's like 2 blocks down the road. So I'm driving down, you know, you did doing 20. I mean, it's a residential area. There's little kids. He's like, can you go a little faster? I'm like, no, I can't go faster. Can't go faster. So anyway, we finally get to the Model A. He does whatever he needs to do. The thing is totally locked up. You know, it's not like, he's like, well, the engine is exposed. I'm like, someone's going to steal the engine and the 5 minutes is going to take, I mean, it's 2 blocks from our house. So anyway, he worked himself into a frenzy and he's exhausted now. And these cars are going to be the death of me. But, you know, it's, you know, I've got an $85,000 car down there. I'm like, really? It doesn't run. Okay. On to other things. It was just a little life event that happened today that I was like, take your darn phone every time you move that car because 9 times out of 10 it stops. Anyway, okay, so we have some finishes. And let's see. The first one I have is Bottle and Brush by Hands On Design. It was on my WIPGO for March. Yes. Or April. I can't remember. It was on my March. It was a finish. It was a separate finish on one of my WIPGOs or Heiferboard. And let's see. I'm trying to get all my project cards all in order so I know when things start. And anyway, I started this in January 19th, 2022 on Weeks Dye Works Guacamole, 36 count, and I used all the call for DMC. So here we go. I don't think we need a board to see this. Super cute. So what I want to do with this, I think, is just do like a flat fold, but for an easel, because I have a bottle brush collection that I put up at Christmas, and I think it would be cute to do it like a little farm sign or, you know, something like that. So I think that's what's going to be the finish for this. But bottle brush, tree farm. So cute. Okay, am I just going to throw things on the floor as usual? Okay, probably. Okay, then the next one I don't have a cover sheet for it or a cover photo. I don't know what I do with it. But it is Swamp Witch, and it was a kit from Alforce Embroidery. I started this on January 1st, 2020. And I finished it on March 20th, 2024. It says the kit fabric, kit floss. I don't know what the count is. Maybe a 32. I'm going to tell you. I was just done with this piece. there are things that are missing that no one's going to notice if it wasn't me. And so I think I might be doing this as a big pillow for my brother, because he's kind of, you know, he would think it's fun. He's kind of quirky. But I was done, and it was a finish. I was not going to put any more frog eyes. I was not going to do any. The border is insane. So anyway, here it is, Swamp Witch. And in my eyes, it's a finish. Don't look too closely, because if you know it, you might be like, and don't tell me, Tara, there's no eyes in that frog. I know that. I know it. He won't know it. Okay? So, yeah. Happy birthday, Jason. Yeah, I'm going to make that into a pillow. It was a labor of love, this thing. I mean, that border just kept going and going and going. So, there we go again. So, that was Swamp Witch. Only 4 years. No, not a problem. Just keep on, you know, keep on working on it. Okay, the next one, my last finish I had was, oh, I didn't take it out of the bag. Sorry, I tried to unzip everything and undo everything. I finished this at Stitch West, so I got to ring the bell, but it is SL 1862 Small Sampler by Lila Studio. And I can't tell you, every time I picked this up, I had such a good time with it. The colors were great. I just loved it. And so let's see, where's my card? Where's my card? Oh, here it is. I started this on December 16th, 2021. I did not use the call for fabric. I used Mellow by Picture This words are hard. Picture This Plus in 36 count. I used all the called for Gentle Arts. My notes say I kitted up at Visit to Stitcher's Paradise, finished at Stitch West Spring, Ogden, Utah. So I'm going to probably use my board for this, but I just love how the colors came out on this piece, and I probably will get this framed. So there we go. That butterfly. Look at that butterfly. Look at, so pretty. The colors on this, I don't know if it's coming across as bright as it is. I can't really see because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see anyway. But people at my table were like, I have that. I need to stitch that. And I'm like, well, stitch it on Mellow, because I think the called for was straw. And so I'm super happy to get that done and at Stitch West. And I'm going to frame that. I'll probably end up framing it because I don't know. It's not that big of a thing that I need to put that expense in. You know, I've got some bigger things that will need to be professionally framed. So yeah, I was super excited to finish that. And yeah, so there are my finishes for the last 2 months. If I have a bag, I'm putting it back in. I won't zip it. Okay, starts. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. I have an avalanche. Okay. Avalanche. Hopefully I don't fall off the chair. Okay. Sorry, Molly. I'm like kind of in her spot, and she's like, what are you doing here, Mom? But she's a good girl. Okay. So, the next thing I have are starts. This was my year of no starts, right? No, that was last year. I would like to not have as many stars. I'm trying to get my whips down. Oh, trying to get my whips down. But here we are. I started April with 121 whips. I had 4 starts and 1 finish, so I have 124 whips. So as of May 1st, I have 124 whips. I started the year with 123 whips. It's not really going down, is it? Okay, a new start. This was for, let's see, my friend Memphis Sarah E posted on Instagram that she was starting this for her friend and my friend Zan, who is Crazy Band Lady Stitches on Instagram and on Flosstube, and for her birthday sale. And so I'm like, I have that, and I just got some fabric for it at the attic. So here we go. It's Botanical Bee. Hands-on Design is the designer. I started on May 1st, 2024. I got the fabric at the attic, and I'll go back and look at the tag again, but it said Vent Atlantic, and it's a Lugana, and it's 32 count. I'm using all the called for weeks. So, oh, show the chart. Botanical Bee. It was a market release. I just saw that Sarah Stitchy Reads, Sarah Stitchy Reads finished hers, and it was so cute. So, yeah, worked on that, pulled that out, and here's my map. So I'm doing it on this fabric, and Sherry at the attic said that she pulled this for somebody else for it, and she was going to kit up some little kits and have it ready, and have the floss ready and see how it goes. I'm okay with it right now. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes after I stitch some more. So there we go. I loved stitching that bee scap. It was fun. But so that's Botanical Bee by Hands-On Design. A lot of fun on that one. It's in a Christmas bag because why not? Oh, because I made this and it had a flaw. So I'm putting it in there. Okay, my next new start was Hometown Sal by Teresa Kogut. If you're in her Patreon, we have a 2-year sale going on. And I just started it because I was waiting on fabric. Oh, sorry, I have an iron burn. I was waiting on fabric. So I finally got my fabric and started. But heck, we got 2 years, right? We're only on part 4. Part 5 will be coming soon. Okay, I'm not taking this out of the queue now because it's really not worth it. But let's see, I started on April 21st. I'm stitching it on Fox and Rabbit Druxberry and on 36. And I'm using all the called for DMC. So this is where I'm at. So that's a willow tree. I've ripped it out a couple times. I have to rip it out again. I'm wrong up here. So that's as far as I've gotten. But I like stitching on this fabric. So it'll be fun once I figure out that willow tree. So, new start. Oh, I have this in I needed a big bag for it because there's a lot of fabric there. And I have it in my Tudor Birds bag from Jasmine Genevieve Jasmine Custom Bags. Yes, Jazz. She had posted this at one point, and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are birds and Tudor dresses, and do you have any more of those? And she's like, yep. And I ordered one from her. Super cute. But going in there because it needed room. I had it in a little bag and it was just not cutting it. There's a lot of fabric. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Got my card. Okay, my next new start is, well, when I was in Utah, I got to visit Shepherd's Bush. So, let's see. My mom loves Shepherd's Bush. I don't know if she's done tons of them. I would like to share them at some point, but then I've taken them off the walls and bring them into my house. And anyway, she had done stockings for me, herself, my daughter, and my granddaughter. And so my daughter was like, can you do one for my grandson? And I'm like, sure. Well, now I have another grandson on the way, so I've got to like hustle with this thing because I'm sure she's going to want another one. And then my son-in-law is like, well, I don't want to be out of the loop. And I'm like, or, you know, strange one out. I want one too. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, while I was at Shepherd's Bush, that was my main goal. I knew what stocking she wanted. She wanted Parker's stocking. And I was going to kit it up and, you know, get it started. So I'm over there and it was busy. I mean, this was during the retreat. There was a lot of people. So I'm like focused. I'm just like, I know what I want. I've got to get this. So I pull the chart. I go over. I'm like, do you have fabric ready? She goes, yep, it's in a basket. It's already there. It's already cut. Great. I go over to all the pearl cotton and start pulling all the pearl cotton. And I'm working. And my new friend Mila at my table, one of my table mates is with me, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing this Parker stocking for my grandson. She goes, Tara, that's Peter's stocking. So, needless to say, I went and unkitted Peter's stocking and then started kitting Parker's stocking. Thank goodness she was there because I might have gone home with Peter's stocking. Who knows? So, I got all I needed. I needed a couple more threads. I didn't find them when I was at the attic. So I ordered them from 123 Stitch, but I got the embellishment pack. It was funny because we were in line. There was a long line. I mean, we were waiting a long time. And there was a woman in front of me. She had a list like this long. And so I'm just like, I just got to get out of here, you know. And I said, I'll call in for the embellishment pack. She goes, I have the embellishment pack. And I'm like, okay, but I don't want to take up any more time. She's like, no, I'll get it. And so she runs off and gets the embellishment pack. So I got that too. But anywho, after all that, this is what I'm working on. Parker's stocking, which will be Noah's stocking. I hope to get it done by this Christmas. I mean, these things, they go fast. So, I'm surprised how much I got done for what I did. I said I started on April 19th. I just used whatever they had. I'm not sure if my mom used this fabric. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. I used what they had already cut. I used all the called for DMC and Weeks Dye Work pearl cotton. And I made a note that I kitted it up at Shepherd's Bush, which was like total thrill. I might have gotten some other things from Shepherd's Bush, but we'll see that later. So, Parker's stocking. Of course, I have hanging threads everywhere, but this is where I'm at so far. I started it did I start it at? No, I did not start it at Stitch West, but I did start it later, and I worked on it when we were on the way to Arizona because it's easy to stitch on. Those aren't ducks, those are reindeer, but you got to add their legs, and those are trees. Yeah, right. You got to add the antlers and the legs later. So it's a good start. Easy, fun, quick stitch. It's in this wonderful project bag. So that is Noah's stocking. So we'll get that done for him before the new one comes. It was going to be Hudson. Now they're thinking Lucas, calling him Luca. I'm like, I have to watch the movie. Is there a movie, Luca? Anyway, my next new start, I had taken this with me to Stitch West because Primrose Cottage was there, and I wanted like a new start for the Primrose Cottage stitches, and so I had it all ready, and I didn't get it out. Sorry, I tried to be really diligent in getting everything out and having everything ready. I know we don't like crinkles, and oh man, oh, there's scissors in here too. Okay. Ooh, these are the scissors the scissor fob from Tracy OG Stitchery. She made all these for the New England Stitch Retreat. Was there 300 people there? I don't know. She made them for everybody. Crazy. But oh no, look. My Acorn and Threads corner gauge must have broke in travel. And I don't have another one. I have a corner gauge from Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, but not from Acorns and Threads. I collect them, as you know, when I can. Bummer. Okay, so what did I start when I was at Stitch West? I started the Salem Sisters Apothecary. Love it. You know what I love the most? I love the darn frame. So I was looking at that. I'm like, was talking to my table mate. I'm like, I bet I can do that. I can make that. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, but I think I can. I'm going to try. I'm going to make my own frame. Why not? So I started it on April 14th. I am, let's see, of course, the designer is Primrose Cottage Stitches. I am stitching it on Time Goes By by Seraphim in a 36 count, and I'm using Anchor Black. And the reason I was using Anchor Black because I wanted to do 1/2 on 36. I don't like doing 2/2 on 36. So, and I heard that Anchor is a bit thicker than 310 DMC. So I also made a note that I started on last day of Stitch West 2024. I said my table mates were Mila, Christine, Tanya, who I put in parentheses is Escapee because she went to go park her car and never came back. So we think she just like couldn't find a parking spot, and she lives in Utah, or she lives in Salt Lake City, so she just went home. Erla, Jill, Emmy, Ray, and Valerie. So, but here we are. This is where I'm at. And I really, really like the coverage of the anchor. That's 1/2. And I'm really happy with it. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going with it. I think the anchor does give a little bit better coverage than the 310. So, there we go. I have a line in the middle. I don't know what that line's for. Am I off balance? Do I need to like balance a little bit? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So, that was the Salem Sisters Apothecary. Put everything back in the bag. We all know this bag. Sold tons of those. Okay, and then I wanted another Primrose Cottage Stitches, and I wanted something that was pretty easy travel piece. I can do it on the plane. And so I looked through my charts and I found that I had purchased before. Okay, this I made some bigger Blackbird patchwork bags, and I've sold them, but I like this size. This size, you can put a 6x6 in here. It you know, the pattern, I love this size. So I think I'm going to do some more of this size. If they're not as labor intensive as the big ones. And let's see, we'll go with it. So be on the lookout. Let me know what you think about the smaller size. I think, you know, I like a smaller size bag sometimes. You know, when you need a big bag, you need a big bag. But if you're doing these little things, you don't need it. So words. In my stash, I had the Luck of the Irish. I had bought this at StitchCon a few years ago, and Primrose Cottage Stitches. So I thought, heck, that'd be a good one. 3 colors, big blocks. There you go. So I am doing it on, I started April 6th. I'm doing it on a 32 count coloring cotton tea leaves, which I had in my stash. I'm using all the call for DMC. And on my notes, I said started so I could work on it at Stitch West 2024. Primrose Cottage Stitches was the guest designer. So I started it before I went, but here we go. So, if anybody knows me, you know my last name is Finnegan. Well, it's Finnegan Porter. And if you ask my husband, it's Porter, but my maiden name is Finnegan. So, I had a good Irish name, Tara Finnegan. So, yeah, is that right? Oh, okay. I was like, why does that look off? I did those. There's a different color on top that I hadn't done on the other ones. So, yeah, that's fun. Can get that done, hopefully. Maybe I'll take that to StitchCon with me. Work on that on the plane, and then ring the bell. So, but I'm enjoying that one. Oh, that'd be fun. I bought it in StitchCon, so I can finish it at StitchCon. So, let me know about the little patchwork bag. I think it's cute. It fits everything. Like I said, it fits a 6x6 Q-snap, which I used when I was stitching this. Okay. Those are my new starts. Molly's grunting. Why are you grunting? Don't grunt. Oh, she's a little fat. She's a little fat dog. Okay, let's get into our whips because I don't want to be like 3-hour video. Okay, whips. Oh, gosh. Everyone knows there's been a group of us working on this one. I don't think I don't have a card on this one. But there's a group of us working on it to finish it this year. Memphis Sarah E, Leanne from Fiberco, Leanne Stitches, Fiberco, Forbidden Fiberco, Bobby from Primitive Quilt Stitches, Primitive, yeah. Sarah, Redhead Stitcher on Instagram. I don't know. Anyway, it's Sir Thomas, or as I call him, Mr. Fancy Pants. He is the patriarch of my whips. And as you can see, I got coffee all over his chart. And I'm going to be honest, I've highlighted this chart. Don't care. I can always buy another one. But I wasn't going to make copies. I didn't, you know, it's highlighted. So, anywho, I don't know when I started him. I think it came out in 2020. And I saw it as a kit. I bought everything. I bought the Sullivans, the Rainbow Gallery, the Mill Hill beads, all at one time. So, and I don't know what I'm stitching it on. I'm hoping it's not, because it calls for a 28 count. I'm hoping that whatever I'm stitching on the beads work, because that would be a bummer. But I got 1,000 stitches in him in April. He was on my heifer board or whip go. I don't know what it was. So he's got some progress. So, what did I do? I did this corn area, and I just kept going with those this part down here. I stopped. That's the end of it. There's a lot of beige, so you can't see his sparkle, but you know, everybody knows. Molly's snoring, sorry. So yeah, I've got him on my whip go. I've got him on my heifer board for 1,000 stitches at a time. If I get done with my whip go and my heifer board in the month, then he's getting more stitches. He's got to get done. So, patriarch of my whips and Mr. Fancy Pants and nasty chart. So, but there we go. We're all doing great. I mean, some of us are doing better than others. I mean, Bobby is like, geez, she's almost done with it, I think. Okay. The next one, this is on my May whip go or heifer board. I'm not sure which one it is, but let's see. It is housed in my another Jasmine custom bags. It's a Christmas bag. So cute. And it's actually a Christmas piece. What a concept. I usually don't match my bags with anything. But I have it on one of my boards for 500 stitches. And it's Kringles from Little House Needleworks. And let's see. What did I find out about it? I'm trying to update these cards with all my old stuff, so I at least have dates and, you know, some kind of idea what I'm doing. I put as a start date that I think it was a 2020 market release, and I think I was like gung-ho to have it. I don't know if I started it in 2020, but that's what I put. I'm stitching it on the called for Parisian Gray from Access Commodities in 30 count, and I'm using all DMC. So I know you could use cotton, I don't know what it was. What was it? Classic Colorworks, maybe? Yeah, but I'm just doing it on DMC. So I have gotten about 350 stitches in it. I have it on my whip go for 500 stitches, which is a good amount. I'm sorry I didn't take it out of the Q-snap. It's just, here it is. 500 stitches for me is a good amount. I can knock that out. I had last year 1,000 stitches for my stuff, and it was too much. So let's see. I worked on some of these trees here. I did this banner. I finished some of this banner. And then I started up in here on the bricks, and I finished some stuff up here. So, yeah. I'll keep going on that for 500 stitches. It's fun. Would love to get it done. It won't get done this year, but it's a fun stitch. When you pick it up, it's just really, you know, easy stitch. The fabric is easy to see. Just really good, nice. So that is Kringles, which is on my, I do heifer board or whip go. I don't know which one it was on, but it is for this month. So I'm doing pretty good on my whip go and heifer board for this month. I'm knocking them out. Then I have to go to Sir Thomas. Sorry, that was a zip. I try not to zip. Okay, sorry, I have an itch back here. Molly, can you itch that? No, she can't. Okay, next one I worked on was on my whip go. It's also on my whip go for this month. And it is Halloween, the Halloween Parade by the Blue Flower. Yep. when did I start this? Let's see. I started this June 20th, 2021. I think 2021 was the year of the new stars. I think I had like 50 or something. It was terrible. But I'm stitching it on 40 count Egyptian sand by Mountaineer Fabrics. I'm using all the called for DMC. Okay, so here is where I'm at. Let me get my board. That might help. Even though we don't need it to see, I might need it. Because Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem, Houston. Okay, so here I am. I've done, the tomato was just started. So I finished the tomato dog. And he is correct from the tree. He's counted off correctly from the tree. But he's supposed to be standing on that pumpkin. Houston, we have a problem. My husband said put a hoverboard under him. No. We're going to rip out that pumpkin. Do it again. Because, yeah, I can't fudge, like, I think it's 2 rows. But, they're so cute. And it's fun to work on when I do it. That's why I love Whipco and hoverboard, so I can pull these things out and just work on them. I mean, how cute is that tomato dog? Oh, in front of my face. There we go. He's adorbs. So, anyway, we have some frogging to do on that one. So, I'm going to have to put that, I'll do 500 stitches and put that pumpkin back in. So, but it's okay. We'll get there. And my Halloween parade is in my Las Vegas bag. Makes sense. Okay, my next whip is one that is also a May Whipco. Well, I have it right here. It's a May Whipco. And I have met my goal of 500 stitches. And I really kind of wanted to continue, but I didn't. It's the rabbit and the rose. And I think this was a Sal with some people. I don't remember. They're probably all done. I'm not, you know. But plugging along. So, when did I start this? I started it on, well, March 1st, 2023. So that's like only last year. So that's pretty good. I am stitching it on the called for 36 count Time Goes By Seraphim Fabrics. I'm using all the DMC. And it's the rabbit and the rose with thy needle and thread. With thy needle and thread. And this is where I'm at. So I'm not like 5 stitches away from finish, but I'm like a day within a finish. So I thought, do I try to finish it this month, or do I hold off and try to finish it at StitchCon? I've never rang the bell at StitchCon. I finish things at StitchCon, but I'm so shy. I mean, I get really shy. So, and there's a lot of people there. But I try to do it at lunchtime or something when no one's there. But anyway, here we go. It's so cute. Oh, love it. But it's not done yet. So, decision. I told Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E. She's like, she's getting excited for StitchCon. I said, me too. I'm already starting a list of, you know, things I need to do, things I want to take. Excuse me, my hair's a hot mess. Did nothing today. Well, I did. I stitched, I cut fabric, and I got a floss tube ready. So that's something. Sorry, I zipped. Okay. Then my next whip is, oh jeez. This was on my April whip go, and I did not complete my goal, which was 500 stitches. So I think after I finish my May, I have to go back and finish my April, and then let's see. This is Superior Bees by Stitch House, Summer House Stitch Works. I have the regular pattern, but I don't think it fit in the bag, or I didn't want to crunch it in the bag. I don't know. I saw this at Stitch New England, and it was a model stitch, and I just fell in love with it. So, let's see. I'm stitching it, like I said, Summer House Stitch Works, Superior Bees. I'm stitching on Atomic Ranch Ceruice, S-E-R-U-I-C-E. Looks like service, but it is a U. S-E-R-U-I-C-E. 40 count. I started October 14th, 2023. I'm using the DMC conversion because they call for Gloriana. And it's only 3 threads, so if you want to do Gloriana, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But started and purchased at Stitch New England Retreat. So, this is where I'm at. So, what did I do? I think I went out here. I was working on this. I worked out on the border. I did that little gold. And what did I don't know how many stitches I got on it, but I did not complete my goal. So I need to go back and do this. It's only this wide. It's not going to be big. But look at that fabric. Oh, gorgeous. Atomic Ranch. So when I get done with my May, I should go back and finish my April. This is in a bag that I purchased when I was at the Stitch New England. And it is from, oops, sorry, Lumion Pie. And, oh, sorry, here we go. Super cute. Inside is more of the same polka dots. Oh, and it's quilted on the back, so that's a lot of work. Those patchwork bags are it's no joke. They're a lot of work. So please pay these project bag makers what it's worth, because I mean, I would say one of the big bags that I did probably takes me 3 hours or so. I'm not sure. And that's if everything's cut, you know. So anyway. Okay, so my next whip was also a whip go, or what was it? It was a heifer board from April. And it's Disturbed Women, 500 stitches. I did not meet my goal. So I have to get back on this too. I don't know how many stitches I got. I think I got, I'm not sure, 186 or something like that. So, super cute. I started this November 14th, 2021, and I am stitching it on the Called For Witch's Brew by Lappin Loops, 40 count, and I'm using the Called For threads. There's only 2. So, this is where I'm at. And just get her done, you know? It's words and lines. Tara, come on. I have a pen in there because to keep my count so I know what I'm doing. This fabric is amazing. It needs to be in my office. Yeah. In my office. We redecorated our office, and every time somebody comes in last summer, and everybody, you know, so it looks kind of sterile and it's all metal furniture and stuff, and we don't have any artwork up or anything, and everyone's like, you need some artwork. And I'm like, okay, you know, mission accomplished. I'll go get all my my stitchy stuff and put it up there. So, Disturbed Women. Okay, the next one I have is, I tell you, this is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry. I try not. I was doing so good with not long videos. Okay, this is Ghoul Tidings by Plum Street Sampler. Here we go. I thought I had a mistake in it, but I'm thinking of it something else. So I started this March 20th, 2023. So not that long ago. I'm stitching it on Finian by Seraphim Fabrics in 32 count. It says, I used Gentle Arts that I had, DMC if I didn't have Gentle Arts. So they give a DMC conversion. So, of course, I have a hanging thread because it's me. But here we go. Ghoul Tidings. Cute. I enjoyed it. I did a lot of those pennies. They call them pennies? I don't know, that fill in on the top. I did the words. I don't know what I did. But anyway, lots of fun. I did not make mistakes. I did meet my goal on this, which was for April. And, okay, so this is 310. This is a 32 count. 32 count Seraphim Fabrics. It's a 310 2/2. The coverage is great. I mean, the coverage is really good. I don't know if it's because it's not fill-in. I don't know, but I think the coverage is good. So we're going to talk about coverage on another one. But that was Ghoul Tidings, Plum Street Samplers. And it's in a Mary Engelbreit bag because why not? Okay. The next one I have is what we're going to talk about with black coverage. So I started this. Oh, this was December 31st, 23. So it was one of the 12 and 12, which I do 6 and 6, which I ended up doing 3 and 3 or something. I don't know. It was silly. But this Nora Corbett, my first Nora Corbett, and it's the Witching Hour. And I'm stitching it on Atomic Ranch Cobblestone in 32 count. All called for DMC and Mill Hill beads. So I think I bought the bead pack. Its home is in That's So Kelly bag. Makes sense, right? Witching Hour. Sure. One of these days I'll sit and like rearrange all my bags and my projects, and we'll see how that goes. But okay, so where's the okay, this is the top. So I'm doing it with 310. 2/2. I am not happy with the coverage on the black. So let me get the board. So here we go. 2/2. 32 count. And I just think it's kind of sparse. So part of me, fabric is pretty cool. Part of me is wanting to pull it all out and do 2 strands of inker. I would like the coverage a little, you know, more. I don't mind if the purple is a little, you know, sparse, but there's so much black in this that, you know, yeah. So that's how I'm leaning right now. We'll see. Part of me is like, oh, just go over the sparse spots twice or with one thread. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. And if I'm not happy with it, you know what happens. You don't work on it, and I really love the piece. So, Okay, we need to get a move on because this, I paused it at like, I don't know when I paused it, but we're almost at an hour again, so I'm almost done with whips. Okay, so another whip I worked on was Alpaca Farm by the Blue Flower. Started this in September 27th, 21. That was the year the new starts. I'm stitching it on Spellbound by Under the Sea Fabrics in 36 count with all the called for floss. And I love this every time I stitch on it, but I don't take it out enough. So here we go. That's Alpaca Farm. I think I finished the roof. I did those stars. I did some fence, and I might have done some grass. I'm not sure. But I don't think it was a whip go or anything. I just wanted to stitch on it. It's fun when you stitch on it. They're cute. Those little alpacas. So this will be finished as a drum, which I have 2 drums sitting over there. I have 3 drums to finish that I'm afraid to. No, I have 2 drums, and I have the philanthropic pumpkin. So, year of the finishes. Yeah, right. Okay. So, no, don't, no! Molly, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Molly's very territorial of me, and my husband was going upstairs to bed and bringing the other dogs upstairs, and she was afraid they were going to come in, so she got all feisty. You're fine. Knock it off. She's a little spitfire, that one. Okay, the last whip I have, I think. Yes, last whip I have is from Sweet Wing Studio, As He Said. I got this in a Fanciful Flamingo box a couple months ago. It's not my thing, but I thought my mother-in-law might like it, and I started thinking maybe I'll have it ready for Easter. Well, that didn't happen. So now I'm thinking I'll try to finish it by her birthday, which is September 3rd, which is my anniversary. But, yeah, we'll see. What is it stitched on? It's stitched on, I want to think it's called Mary by Grace Notes. It's a 16 count Aida. That's what was included. The pattern calls from some fancy floss, but all the DMCs were in the kit. So I'm doing all the DMC. So, yeah, I started March 10th. And this is where I'm at. So, I'm enjoying stitching on the Aida. Just need to get back to it and get her done for the mother-in-law for her birthday. She would enjoy that. And those are the whips. Okay, that's all the stitching. An hour worth of stitching. What's this one for? Oh no, hold please. One of my cards got out. Okay. Now we're gonna do some haul. I think you've seen these. I think you saw my market stuff. So look at my bag. Shepherd's Bush. I was at Shepherd's Bush. Sorry for the crinkles, but I wanted to show you the bag. What did I get at Shepherd's Bush? Okay, so sorry for the crinkles. So this was like at the front of the store. I love these bags. I love the sampler bag. And this one included all the stuffs. Not the bag, but the pearl cotton and the embellishments. So I picked that up. And I couldn't find the tan bag, but of course, when I was at the checkout, I said I couldn't find the tan bag. And Terry, I think, said, oh, let me go get one. She ran off again. I was at the front of the checkout. I felt bad. So I got the bag as well to do it. So that'll be fun. And then my friend Mila, there was one of these and she was looking at it and I thought, I just noticed they had the little, oh, they have the little smalls that go with it. Those are cute for like a smallest exchange. Okay, but she was looking at this. They had one there. She had picked it up. And then when I went by again, it was still there. So she put it back. So I was looking at the little small. That's cute. So, and then they have the bag as well. So I grabbed those. Gonna do those bags. So that's when I got Shepherd's Bush along with Parker's stocking, which is Noah's stocking. I think you've seen I'm pretty sure you saw my market stuff. Okay, what did I get? I bought some bags, project bags, when I was at Stitch West because I had project bag vendor next to me and another one next to me. So, oh, this would be great for anything. But I got this from the Tattooed Artist. Super cute. She does really good work. Cute little bee. Bee inner line. Does she do? Yep. Yep, she does a good. And she turns it and all the things. So has some cute little bee and moth or something. Bee charms. So that's the Tattooed Artist. She said she is not selling these. She just sells them as she makes them. She has little kids, so I don't know if she just has it on her Instagram. I know I've heard of her, the Tattooed Artist. Beautiful girl. And so check her out on Instagram. Maybe she posts them on Instagram. But good size bag. Got that from her. And then my other project bag cohort or something was Farm Girl Stitcher. And she was a lot of fun. We were talking zippers. Some zipper talking going on. But I fell in love with this. I you know, the hair in the so 60s to me, and I'm you know, born in the 60s. Thank you. So, and oh my God. So California. Oh my God. So this was has a top opening, and then love a polka dot interior. So there we go. So that was Farm Girl Stitcher. And I just saw her on Instagram. She did an Instagram live like today or yesterday. So check her out. I'm not sure. I think she might be on Etsy. I'm not sure. But go check her out on Instagram. So cute rickrack, you know, kind of different with the top zipper. I kind of like that. Sometimes I think it gives it more room. Okay. So I bought project bags. So, sorry, I'm getting thirsty. I bought this from, I have all my Primrose Cottage Stitches purchases. I got this book. I basically got it for, let me see if I can find it. I can't show you because, if I can put this here. I basically got it for this, if the broom fits. And there was one other one. Oh no, Come We Fly. Not that the broom fits. Got it for that, and there was one other one. What was the other one? I don't know, but they're cute. There's a bunch of small, little spooky smalls. Great for smalls exchange. Got that from Primrose Cottages. I think I showed you this. It was Market. After stitching the the, you know, the bee one. The colors in this, I mean, oh, excuse my reach, but I just love the colors. I love the blue and the gold, and it's not, it's just, I love them. So that's why I liked all the releases we got. So I also picked up High Rolls because my tailmate, Erla, was working on this, and I think she was doing it on a 36 count. I'm going to have to check with her, but it was super cute, and she was using all the called for colors. So got that one. I think I've shown this, I'm not sure, but I got this from, somebody showed it on their Flosstube, and I scurried over and got it from Primitive Hair. It's not hoarding if it's cross stitch. I think I've showed this because I said I think my husband needs to see this every day. Okay, like I said, Live and Die LA was my table mate, so I bought some fabric from her. I got a 36 count latte. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but oh, that's pretty good. 36 count latte. I got a 40 count, 40 count Salem. So that's a dark one. And I got a 36 count French vanilla mistake. That's funny. French vanilla mistake. So these were from Valerie. Go check out her. I don't know if I think she has her own website. I'm not sure. I've got to learn how to tag all these people in the thing. I'm so bad. And adding the things on the bottom. Okay. So this was more of my Primrose Cottage. Sorry for the crinkles. It is in the bag. Primrose Cottage purchases. So I got the 12 monthly minis because I saw these done and they were adorable. And they're super tiny, and she said they were done in 32 count. So, wow. Just whip those out. So, because I got the book, had to get all the pins for them because they had them. Had to get all of the floss because it was all in one package. And had to get all of the finishing fabrics because why not? That was that. Okay, I got some little charm packs with the patchwork bags. I was thinking of, you know, it's a lot easier working with these than cutting 2.5-inch squares. Or yeah. So I was going to do some trial work with that. I got some stickers. I got this one, Be Nice or Buzz Off. That's going on my water bottle. I got some Christmas ones. Sorry, I hadn't opened them. I got a little Christmas tree spool. Running on Hot Cocoa and cross stitch. Joy. Christmas trees and stitching please. Oh my gosh, that will be in my book of days. All I need for September. Sip, stitch, repeat. So, super cute. Let's see. Hold on. Still going. I'm going to put my stickers back in my little bag, which can never happen again. Okay, we won't do that right now because it takes too long. Okay, I bought this one, March 9 patch, because, you know, I'm Irish. So, that looks like a fun, easy stitch. I got Autumn Quaker. Okay, the reason I got this was because I watched a live from Shepherd's Bush, and they did this in some thread that was variegated, and my friend said it was Autumn Leaves. I'm not sure. I might have to email them and say, what did you do? Because they did it with this and they did it with the Christmas Quaker. It was variegated, you know, all over the place. So I have to find out what it was. It was too busy there to even ask them when we were there. Did I just get 2 of these? Huh. I got a honeybee Quaker. Is this is not the same one I got? No, it was supposed to be a new release. I think it's a different one. If not, someone will get lucky. I got the Patriotic Quaker. Loving all the Quakers. And I got the threads and the finishing fabric. So that was my Primrose Cottage haul. They were great. Like I said, I went to Arizona, and when I go visit my daughter lives in Mesa. And I have to, if I can, if time persists, or time allows, I will go visit Jean at the attic. I did visit with Jean, and she was so funny. She says to me, sorry, crinkles. She says to me, "You look like the calculated stitcher." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She goes, "Has anyone told you that?" I'm like, "No, nope." But it was nice seeing her again. She's so sweet. So, what did I get from Jean or the attic? I know I've shown all of I have my market stuff in here because I'm showing my husband. But I've shown these to you, I'm sure of it. So I'm finishing up my 56 count Annie Morris by Hands Across These Samplers, and I need another 56 count. And if you're at the attic, you get it from Jean. So I got Anne Rathmell, 1851. And it is stitched on, hold please, Tabby Cat, Muddy Duck by Tabby Cat. So I got Muddy Duck in a 56 count in the size that I needed. Yeah, they cut that for me. So that'll be my next 56 count. And of course, I had to get the 103s. So that was my, the attic. And also I was talking to Sherry, and this was the one that I started, the Botanical Bee. And it looks like Vent Atlantic. So I have some more of that. So there's my haul. Okay, we're at an hour and 8. I think we might still be under 2 hours. Okay. Haul. I have plans. I have lots of plans. Okay. I have to figure out my smalls. I'm having an avalanche here. My smalls exchange for StitchCon, but I think I've come across a lot of fun little things that I can do. You know, maybe a little spooky thing with that Primrose Cottages, maybe a Quaker. We'll see. Continue my whip go and my heifer board. So I have to finish for this month. I still have to finish. Oh, I haven't started Winter White Santas in my Mirabilia. And I have to do about another 200 stitches on Halloween Parade. Oh, but I have to rip out that pumpkin and do it again. And then maybe another 150 on Kringles. So just keep on going on those. I would like to FFO a couple things. I pulled out today my Ink Circles Helianthus. And I have all of the finishing things. I have the Velveteen and the string bean. I have Motherlode, Chenille, and Rusted Nail. I can't find my chart though. So I think I'm going to have to find the PDF because it has like a twirly chenille edging on it. There's a double chenille edging, so I might have to buy the PDF. So anyway, I want to FFO that. I want to FFO this. Not all who wonders lost. I don't know. Maybe it's a hand-on design. I don't know. I was looking for a little frame with this, the green color, and I found one online. Not quite the right. This is like 3x4, so it was a 4x4. So I'd like to finish this. I can't tell you. This was all pulled from stash colors and fabric. So looks like a doubloon or something, or maybe even more mellow. I don't even know. So I'd like to FFO those. So my 60th birthday is when I'm going to be at StitchCon. My birthday is June 14th. It's Flag Day. It's a biggie, but it's okay. So I'm starting to think of birthday starts when I'm at StitchCon. And something that I really, really love and I think would just be a wonderful family heirloom is Celtic Christmas, lavender and lace. I saw this done, gorgeous. So this might be in the running for a 60th birthday start. I don't know. I'm going to still think about it. 60. How does that happen? You know, we still feel like we're at least 30. Maybe not, maybe 35. I don't know. So that was a lot, people. Thank you for I don't have any shop stuff. Like I showed you the little patchwork bag, but that was it. If you are still hanging in there, thank you for hanging in there. So I'm not going to tell you when I'll be back. I would hope to be back maybe before I go to StitchCon. So we'll see. And until then, take care and happy stitching. Bye.